We were actually going to play the grand final here last year, but
Yeah, because ANZ. Well, if ANZ wasn't.
that would have been. Yeah.
How far away are you? Like, 'cause where do you actually sit here?
How did he
Oh,
beat
we
you
found a
here?
different spot tonight. We're actually behind the ground. Oh, behind the.
How did he beat you?
It's like getting behind the goofing around.
Oh, okay, so sort of where we are almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good actually.
It's not so far away though.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, that's it.
Obviously, you're not a fan of the SCG, but you must have been a fan of the performance tonight.
I'm definitely a fan of the SCG. I love the SCG. I do. I love the way the boys played tonight. Yeah. I thought it was a high quality game. First half was tit for tat for I don't know whatever it was, 25, 30 minutes, and then we thought we gradually got the ascendancy and were able to strike quickly. So second half, the possession kind of flipped and they had a lot of the ball and we did a lot of defending. I just thought it was a really strong, committed, professional performance. Yeah.
You must have been. Sorry.
That 10 minutes before half time, it's amazing to put 18 points on just like that.
Yeah, I think it's in those games where there is, there's not much in it, but when you start to get the ascendancy, you can just kind of feel that, you need to strike. I felt a couple of weeks ago against Parramatta, I thought we'd missed some of those moments and kind of opened the door for them to come back in, but I thought tonight we didn't. So, that was really pleasing.
You must have been happy the way, particularly the first and second tries, was that the middle service that comes from Isaiah into Jerome at the end point. For that to work against such a high quality defence in such a crucial point of the game must have been very pleasing.
Yeah, I think it was based on the fact that we were wearing them down. I think the Roosters are a really strong defensive unit when they've got control and they can, they number up well. And we started to get a bit of fatigue, and if you can kind of punch a couple of holes in them, and where their line starts to get a bit staggered, then it gives you the opportunity to execute. Which, tonight, to answer your question, I was very happy with that. Yeah.
Jerome's best game of the year, do you think, Ivan?
Yeah, well, I reckon last week was probably was, and then this week might have gone better. So, he's the kind of guy that, when you do have that a little bit of dominance, he's the one who's really got to. That's when he becomes most dangerous, and he's actually starting to, I think, feel when to take that on. So that's definitely a win.
It's almost the next evolution of him in a lot of ways, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Well, we're still a pretty young team, so I said the other day, the foundations of our game are quite good, but there's still plenty to learn around timing and so those types of players when they need to really inject themselves.
How much do you think Jerome's learned from the first couple of games when Nathan, obviously the more dominant half, wasn't there and he had to take on that role, and now that you've got Nathan back and obviously Isaiah doing what he's doing, that Jerome, he's now almost like an elevated player because of the role that he had to take on earlier in the year?
Well, we actually did we did that last year. We put Jerome in Nathan's role, but this year we didn't. We just put Sean O'Sullivan in Nathan's role, and Jerome's just done his own role. So kind of learnt from last year. I think it was probably better if we just kept Romy doing his thing. I just think he's just growing as a player just by playing big games, all that kind of stuff. He's still 25 and don't know how many games he's played, but there's not that many. So he's still learning his craft. So it's good to see him improving.
Ivan, with Origin around the corner, how much planning have you got done to prepare the team to get through that period? And what did you learn from last year going through that same period? Yeah,
we haven't done a lot of planning, just other than just schedule type stuff, because you just never know what can happen. But we've got to obviously getting closer now. So, one of the things we did learn was probably what I just said then, where just got to be careful of moving people around into different roles that they're not accustomed to. So, but it's going to be a big, huge challenge for us. But our cup team won again last night, so we've got players in form, and really looking forward to that challenge, and I'm really looking forward to seeing plenty of the boys get picked because they deserve to.
Yeah, just in terms of Romy, do you feel like, I'm not saying he thinks our Origin's 2 or 3 weeks ago, it's 2 or 3 weeks away, it's time to find the best form or whatever, but do you almost feel like he sort of flicked that mid-season, Origin's just around the corner switch and is game sort of rising with it?
No, I don't think so. It's obviously probably a little bit of a coincidence, obviously, because it is so close, but I think he's just got a good understanding of when he sort of needs to inject himself, and playing eyes-up football, it's what he does so well. It's when that's when he's playing his best football, when he's go over the advantage line and thinking run first. And he's really shown that the last couple of weeks. And look, I'm sure it helps that the Origin is around the corner. But it's no, look, he's choosing the right moments for the team, and it's really helping us at the moment. So it's been good.
You've always loved the positives of players being involved with Origin, haven't you, Ivan? I know there's always the debate about the burnout for the rep players, but the more the merrier. I think you've always had that theory.
He can't have to. Well, I think it helped us last year. You know, in the semi-finals, I think we had a lot of guys who played their first mid-season Origin campaign. We had a couple like Yowie who's debuted the year before and was at the end of the year. It's a completely different beast. If you can get guys that can play well in the Origin arena, it's going to help you. Down the back end of the year. It's a challenge, though. Yeah, I mean, you'd prefer to have the boys around all the time, but it just opens the door for other guys. And it just, as a club, it tests our culture and our systems. So it's something that it'll be a challenge we look forward to.
I know you've been asked about Stephen Crichton, but I know you'll say he's ready. And if he is, why?
Yeah, I think he's been pretty consistent. Maybe a little bit disappointed with the last try tonight, but I thought other than that, I thought he played really strongly. He's been consistent, can play different sides of the field. He's a big game guy, like he can come up with big plays. Obviously, we've all seen that. Got a good temperament, and he's going to have a few mates with him if he gets picked, so that should help too. So I've said before, look, there's a lot of, I suppose a turbo going down last night, it opens the door a bit. It's a lot of options for Freddie to choose from, but I'm pretty sure the critter won't let him down.
How's James Fisher-Harris after that shot to the jaw?
I think he's fine.
He's all right. And what did you make of have any issue with the Viliami kick-out tackle late? I think it was placed on report.
Yeah, and I think it was just a bit, big guy can't pull out. I think he didn't really, penalty sufficient, I suppose, yeah.
Thank you.